everyone, this is Gina with Bellie Beads Paper Jewelry. I'm here today to bring a tutorial on one of the beads that I love working with a lot, and this is a barrel bead, I call it. And excuse my nail polish, been working on beads all night. So this is one of the barrels I like to use, usually with my wrap bracelets. So I'm going to show you today how to make those. So let's get started. So after I cut these out, the paper strips, and I'm going to give you the sizes right now. I put them on the back. They are, the tip of this paper is 1/8, which is a 6 millimeter, and it goes down to a 4 millimeter end, but it's kind of on a slant. And the reason for the way I cut it on a slant is when I complete rolling the bead, I don't like seeing just like a straight line across the bead. I prefer to have it a little bit more polished off. So I don't know if you can see that, the bead, and there's the, right there. And when, right along that edge, see that edge right there? And it's polished off. It doesn't have a straight line. So that's the way I like making my beads. But let's get started on rolling. So this bead, this paper I'm going to have is condition your paper, as I always mentioned in my past videos. Condition it. Now today I'm going to be working with a 2 millimeter rolling pin, or roller, I should say. And I'm just going to put it in the slot there. Now again, as I mentioned in my past videos, the smaller the pin, the larger, the thicker the bead. So depending on your roller that you use and the weight of the paper, now this is 25-pound paper weight, that's important. All right, so we're going to start rolling. And as I mentioned in my past videos, rolling the paper is really important. Pulling a little tension, not too much, because then you'll rip the paper. Just keep rolling it and making sure that it stays even. And I had a lot of requests to make this particular barrel beads. So if there are any other requests that you want me to show you, please just put it in the comment there below. All right, so now once I'm done, I usually flip it over and I grab my glue stick and put it along the edge there. Roll it up. I usually keep my finger in there for about a half of a second until I see that it's taken. Now, the reason why it's not pulling up like other papers that I've used, it's a thinner paper. So remember, the thicker paper is also going to pull up if you don't keep your finger on it long enough with the glue. And there we go. All right, so see how polished off it is? I like the way the line doesn't show across. It just kind of swerves right into it. Now, once I take my bead off, I usually tap it like this. And that allows it to become even on both ends. And that's one of the barrel beads. I have this other paper that I just totally fell in love with, and it's like a turquoise. And it almost looks like the turquoise stones. And I've had these before in the past. And when I would make one of my pieces of my jewelry, it looked like the real stone of turquoise. So I really enjoyed this. Once it's glazed and everything, it should look really nice. Once I cut my papers out, I just wanted to add, I know a lot of you were asking me, after you cut it, how do you store it? I usually just get one of these little snack pack papers. I was using these clips. I use the clips for the first strip because they're really long. The smaller strips that I have, these smaller strips, I usually just put them right into a snack pack baggie, and it really works well for me. And then I just attach it to the bag, and then I store them. So let's roll this one. I want to show you how this one is. It's really, really pretty. And this is another, this is actually a 2 millimeter at the top there and 1 millimeter at the bottom. I usually go by inches, but I found it so much easier just going by the millimeters of the paper and how I cut it. So I condition my paper. I put the paper into the little slot right there. Now again, it may come out, so you want to put some of your tension of your thumb into that paper until you get a good start on it. And I start rolling. Now remember, keep mindful of keeping it straight. Just keep pushing it in. But if you pull a little bit more harder on it, a little bit more tension, it won't do that. It will definitely roll a little bit. Oops, sorry for the camera roll. It will definitely roll a little bit more straighter. Okay, there we go. Then a little glue. And then I will keep my finger there for a moment. And again, this is 25-pound paper. It should stick rather quickly. Then I get my second strip. Put a little glue there. And I usually would find where I ended at and where I begin. Remember, where you ended should be the same size of where you're going to begin with the second strip. That's the only way this is going to be a round bead. Now this one's a round bead, so I love these. These are really nice. These are smaller, much smaller. These are the 2 millimeters. Okay. Roll it. Now the trick that I found before I even start to glaze it, I usually run my bead in the glue. It kind of helps it, and it allows it to stick a little bit better. Pull this off. Now remember when I mentioned in my last video, don't pull it. It will then come apart. Push it up. Once you have it, I can't tap this one, but I'm going to push it in. Now another great tip that I found, at the end of my roller, I would push into the bead on both ends. And the reason for that is, once I glaze it, the glaze seems to shrink them a little bit more and become a little bit more uneven. So before I even glaze this, it has to be perfect for me. And that is a nice little size bead. And when I have many of them, and I think I have some more stored, I'm going to show you some of the ones I've done last night, which are really kind of neat, and they're really great colors. And this is another type of turquoise that I have. And here are the other ones. Let's get that one out there. Whoops, they're just running away. They want to be made out of a bracelet. But these are really, really nice. They're really pretty light turquoise, and I can just see the beads that I'm going to make with them. The bracelet, I'm sorry. See, so they're really pretty. And that's how tiny they are. All right, if you like this video and you want me to show you, bring you some more of the tutorials, please like it, comment on it, and ring the bell. All right, till next time, have fun rolling your beads. Bye.